You can do something. It doesn't mean that you should donate millions of dollars to do something. No. You can start by changing the life of one person. My name is Alang Geh, the founder of Caring Hands Africa. I was born in Northwest Cameroon, in a small village called Isu. My mom delivered me in the house because there was no clinic. I was delivered by a traditional healer in the community, never trained in any health profession. I studied biochemistry in college. I never thought I would just start caring hands. However, while I graduated and I went to America, I lost my sister. She died in a car crash. Nobody did CPR. Nobody is trained or knows anything about CPR. That is one of the main reasons that drove me into starting Caring Hands. We want to go to where nobody wants to go. We want to reach the peasant. We want to reach the royal person that has nothing. Technically, where there's no doctor, with a simple Tylenol, with simple Motrin, with a simple anti-diarrhea medicine, with a simple antibiotic to save them because they have nothing. So we have to be that source of healing by bringing whatever they may need to them. When Cameroon in 1961, when we had independence, they had what they call a plebiscite. And in that, it was decided that these two regions in Cameroon were going to be coexisting, like almost like brothers. You have your own decision-making power, I have mine, but we are made of the same father. So the English Cameroonians were to keep their culture, keep their educational system and the legal system, while the French were supposed to do the same. But as time went by, the French system began to assimilate the English culture. As a matter of fact, they're trying to alienate that culture. 2017, there was an issue between the English and the French Cameroons. There's always been an issue, but it's never resulted into crisis. And this issue particularly was started by the teachers and the lawyers. First of all, the teachers were disgruntled because they wanted their schools, their English schools, to be taught by English teachers. However, the French sent the French teachers to English territory to teach English kids. So the lawyers were not having it because they studied in English and English law, and then they're forcing them to practice French law. And they revolted and started a peaceful demonstration. But because we live in a country where power is consolidated into the hands of one leader who's been ruling for about 37 years by himself, he cracked down on the teachers and the lawyers. Brought out the military, the police, the gendarmes, and people were hurt because the English Cameroonians said, you know what, we want an independent state. And that's the source, the main issue with English and French Cameroon. My very first mission trip to Toube, that was in August 2017. We went to Toube and I was seeing families and other kids, and all of a sudden my nurse came to me and said, hey, there's a child out here that they want you to see like now. When David walked into my little exam room in Toube, I saw him and I was immediately taken aback because as a nurse I was scared because I did not know what I would be able to do to help this kid. He was severely malnourished with bony structures. There were sunken eyes. He couldn't smile, couldn't speak, just staring at me. And I asked him his name. He couldn't say anything, just stoic. So I took him in my arms and I told him, I said, I'm here now. I am going to help you. So the brother told me that David was abandoned by the parents because they thought that David was spiritually possessed because he's been sick for so long. So they decided to take him to traditional doctors, native doctors, to seek for help. And because he was not getting well, they abandoned him on the street as a child that's spiritually possessed and is aware of what's happening to him. It was found that David has HIV. And the unfortunate thing is, it wasn't from the parents or, it was because since they don't have a healthcare provider, the person who circumcised David used unsterile procedures, unsterile equipment, infected equipment as a matter of fact. And during circumcision, that's how this boy got HIV. And he's been sick, not of his own making, but because of the negligence or the lack of access of care. And within 3 weeks, David was looking good. I was excited. 6 months passed. David was at home. They sent me a picture of David. David was growing. He was actually overweight. Doing excellent.
Alang Geh, who did Alang Geh? Who did Alang Geh? Who did for day? Hey Dave.
So after a year or so, we kind of lost contact with David because of zero unrest in Cameroon.
If you sing me from one song, you never sing song, but if you dance,
Going to Toube, the first thing that was in my mind was David. I was just looking forward to seeing my kid, seeing this boy, and seeing how improved he's been. Because I got photos of him, videos of him doing exceedingly well. But when I went to Toube, it wasn't what I thought.
David! Come on. You okay? How are you? They're fine. How are you? All right, come on, let's go. Now the crisis in Cameroon has actually made things worse because he's supposed to be getting his medications every 2 weeks from the district hospital. But because of the crisis, it's made it difficult for them to get it. However, it's not impossible to get it. That's why I want to talk to Mom about it. Because
come outside, madam.
everything has been arranged. Practically all they need to do, practically all they have to do is pick up his antivirus and David will be okay. But they're not doing it. And you can see David is gradually going back, to how he used to be when we met him. And that's why I kind of shed tears because I was expecting to see David doing better. The pictures I got a year ago, David was looking good. I got a video of him. He was so choppy. I even called him to stop feeding because he was overweight. But you can see right now David is going back. You can literally hear he's got crackers in the lungs just by the way he's breathing. So he definitely needs to go back to the hospital. Definitely. I don't know, but
We'll do our best. So you not get nobody to take away feed. So where's Kizito? Kizito? How was he getting the antivirus? Were you the one picking them
Yeah.
up?
I blame them because they relax. When they are relaxed, she cannot take it serious.
Exactly.
When you know what we are suffering from, we are need. There's somebody who can provide it for that person.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait to the worst.
This child, if it be child will save your life tomorrow, you know. This big way they play with that, it be now. Because we could change the destiny for this place. It is sick. Now your responsibility, you and your husband, to take care of this boy. Hello. Nice to meet you.
She go down. She go down.
I'm going to everyone's more too, eh?
Yeah.
Morning.
So what's going on with my son here? What happened?
He doesn't. We sick. Negligent on your part. Negligent.
They try, but then
Which try?
I did she don't look out.
Which try?
No, the trying for this boy is getting his medicine. Period.
That's all. Not what you think about me.
Yeah.
You know.
A year passed and he's like that. He got a cough. Who knows if he's got pneumonia right now? When I saw David on Sunday, he was naked, and it reminded me of the first time I saw him because he has relapsed. There's a lot of emotions that ran through me. First of all, I feel like I feel him. I feel like I feel him because for bringing him to a level where he was and then to let him relapse and became looking like this again. It touched my heart.